Hey everybody, Adam Savage here in my cave with a video from our friends at Propstore down in Los Angeles. Now, this video was recorded well over a year ago as part of their first auction of props and things from The Expanse, one of the best shows ever. But we held it back because of the strikes. We've been waiting to see if there was going to be a right moment to release it, and clearly that is now, because Propstore is just about to initiate their second and final auction of Expanse props and costumes, June 13th to the 27th. Now, while this video is covering stuff from the first auction, there are many items very similar to these in the current auction. You can go to propstore.com/expanse to see the full catalog. But right now, let's get into the video. Hey everybody, Adam Savage. I'm at Propstore's warehouse down in Los Angeles with Megan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Adam?
Very good. And we are here because you guys are auctioning off a whole bunch of Expanse props and costumes and pieces from the best sci-fi show that's ever been on cable.
The best one ever on cable.
So talk to me about this amazing piece of kit right here.
Okay, well this is actually, what's the most amazing, well I'll get to that in a minute, but the amazing part is this is super heavy.
Yeah, I was touching this.
Yes, it's super heavy. I mean, I even put it on and I could barely walk, but, they must have had some sort of strings on poor Melba who actually wore it. And it's the piece that she uses to kind of go after Nagata on the Rocinante.
Right.
What I find the most magnificent part of this is this little piece right here. I don't know if you recognize that.
Yes. So this is very surreal for me. Tested showed up on the Expanse set in its first season. We covered some of the wonderful stuff that they do. They brought us back. They killed me at the end of the second season.
They sure did.
And then Ty Frank and Daniel Abraham, two writers of the Expanse books and writers of the show, they reached out and said, "Could we use your logo in the show?" And I said, "Sure." I didn't even ask them what for.
Oh,
and
no.
it turns out that my company, Savage Industries, is a major maker of all sorts of military kit and industrial equipment.
Exactly. So you see it on the Thomas Prince, then you see it in some on Ceres Station. I mean, it's everywhere. And what's great is they spend a lot of time in these uniforms on that ship.
Yes,
exactly. Poor Ren.
Several family members of mine have been watching this show and been like, what is going on?
Of course, now they want one, right? So you're going to have to buy every single lot in our auction. But that's, what's great is we've got this piece by itself, and then you can get Melba's. Of course, Melba is Clarissa, and with her bag, and we even have a bag on its own. So, you can get a little piece of Adam if you want.
Somebody tweeted to the writers, does Adam have a problem with you using his logo on the show? And I think it was Ty who wrote back, it's 200 plus years in the future, his copyright's expired.
Exactly. And
Fair enough.
I mean, if you look at your shirt compared to the words up there, they're a little different. They're different enough not to, allow you to contact them in
the screaming
anger.
Monkey.
The screaming monkey. Yeah, that is my favorite. So, and it's on everything.
It's on the killer robot.
I know.
It's on the killer robot. Spoiler, there's a killer robot.
Yeah, sorry. Oops.
This is a really rare prop piece in that it doesn't feel at all different from what the actual industrial piece of equipment would feel like.
And I can imagine that, you stick your arms through here, you're holding it. It actually balances you out and you can walk in it. It's made for me.
Right, because it's made for a small, I couldn't possibly put this on.
Well, you could, your arms would be sort of, this.
Like Tyrannosaurus Rex
exactly.
arms.
But I mean, this is full metal. These pieces are heavy.
It is.
And you're not exactly sure what each little piece does, so you almost want to play with it for hours. There is some lighting that we haven't tested quite yet. But it's a fun piece. It's a really fun piece, and then coupled with a jumpsuit or two. And your bag.
I'm glad to know that my company is still operating 200 years in the future.
In the future, exactly.
Production did send me one of these jumpsuits.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I've got one of these in my collection. I can't remember what the shoulder patch is, but I'll send you a picture.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's got Lowell on it.
There are all sorts of different ones.
I know, and that's, it's still indicative. Each belter had their, or each contractor had their signature, so they would put on their own patches inches. So yeah.
So Megan, this is a huge auction. You guys are auctioning off tons of pieces from across all of the seasons of the show. And we're
Every
covering this
season.
in some other videos, but the auction is happening right now.
It's happening right now at propstore.com. There's over 200 pieces. I'm really excited. Everybody can get a chance to own a spacesuit. They can get a chance to own anything that says MCRN or UNN or Savage Industries.
And it's literally the best science fiction show that's ever been on television.
The best.
Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Megan.
You're
This has
welcome,
been
Adam.
such a pleasure.
Thanks.